What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, DOITWITHDAN, and I have my trusty dusty mic stand. Your mom here, as you can see, it's a hoe. Get it? All right. Anyway, I'm back here. And the most important thing is that I got my oven finally hooked up. And let me tell you, dude, this was a problem. Like, getting this thing hooked up was a pain in the ass. I could not find a company that wouldn't try to, like, fuck me over. Mind you, the oven is 4 feet from the box. The normal person who normally hooks up all my electrical stuff, like, ghosted me and just would not respond to me, which is, like, fucking weird. So I had to get somebody else who would do this, right? First company that I brought out here, high reviews, they were like, yeah, that'll be $900. I already had the breaker. You didn't have to run any cable because it was long enough to attach it from here to the box. Like that was consistent across several other companies that wanted to charge me $900 to plug this in. So I got this guy to do it. He did it under the table, quote unquote, for 250 bucks. And that was him fucking over the company he worked for. But hey, guess what? It's done. Because I don't own the shop, I lease the shop. I have to have people who are licensed to do this, so I can't just do it myself. So like I ended up having, and I still think, by the way, $250 is too much to hook up the fucking oven. Let's be real. $250 to plug this oven into a breaker that I already had, too expensive. But either way, the point is that the oven is plugged in and it does work. Yeah, you literally can see the breaker. Look, right, that's the breaker box, and then this is the oven, and then you can see the wire that just plugs right in. $250 to plug that in, huh? I don't know if it's due to inflation or people just don't want to work. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm entitled. Maybe I'm too entitled to see this. But anyway, it does work. I kind of know how to use it. So today in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the racing sim. That's what I'm talking about today. The racing sim will hopefully get powder coated and done today. So that's what we're doing. I do have a few more things that I need to do to it, like really minor stuff, just some minor finishing stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll get ready to powder coat this thing. I think you guys are gonna I think it's gonna be cool as shit. But before we do that, I got something cool I gotta show you. You see, this is me wearing a regular t-shirt, and this is me wearing a True Classic fitted tee. See, myself personally, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with my body at times, especially if I'm having like a fat day. True Classic's premium tees are designed for dudes' bodies, meant to accentuate the arms and the shoulders and the chest and give you a nice long, sleek, tapered look. They're relaxed and comfortable, but also form-fitting in all the right places. They're very soft. And you know, I'm really only ever doing one of two things. I'm either working in the shop or I'm chilling at home, either editing or playing video games. And honestly, the shirt's great for either. It's nice and breathable and form-fitting, so it's good for working. You don't have to worry about it getting hung on anything. But what really surprised me is the fact that it's soft and comfortable as well, so when I want to chill out for the night, I'm comfortable. And not only do they have comfortable t-shirts in a variety of different colors, they also have things like hoodies and hats and more. So not only would I recommend True Classic to my family, but I'd also recommend them to you guys. And what's even better is that you can get 25% off any True Classic item using my coupon code DOITWITHDAN. Go to the description and click my link. It's below the top of the, yeah, anyway. And that's only available for the next 30 days, so you better get on it, right? All right, now it's time to get back to work. Thank you again, True Classic, for sponsoring today's video. Thank you for supporting myself and my viewers, much appreciated, and let's do the things. It's like the first time really working in my shop since it's clean. And I gotta tell you what, finding tools is nice. I know where all my tools are at, I just kind of go get them. By the way, HeatwaveVisual, they make these really dope shatterproof, scratch-proof safety goggles. I highly recommend them. Isn't there a coupon code you guys can use? I can't remember it. Can you guys type it in the comments? That'll help the algorithm. Thanks. Now I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the feet first. If you guys remember when I was building this, I welded some nuts on the inside, giggity nuts. I welded some nuts on the inside of our feet here, or our supporting beam, which means that I can thread this bolt all the way through, and this way no matter what surface it's on, it can be leveled, which is great. However, the bolt doesn't need to be this long, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut these to size. You know, it looks like at most they need to be like 2 inches. So we're gonna do that. So first thing what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and thread some nuts all the way down to the bottom of these bolts, because that way when we cut them, we can kind of use the nuts to correct the threads, because they're not gonna be perfect. They're gonna be a little bit dicked. So running that nut back and forth will kind of revive our thread. So I'm gonna do that to all 4 of them real quick. All right, now that we've got them marked and lined up, we can start trimming them. All right, so I now have 4 cut to size bolts, but they do have the lettering on them, which is raised. It's gonna make it awkward when you try to weld it to a piece of steel. So I need to grind these off real quick. Shouldn't take very long. Now we got these smooth face bolts ready to be welded to some round circles, some metal circles for some feet. So I'm gonna go design those real quick in my computer. All right, so this next piece is gonna be relatively simple. All we gotta do is create a circle in our program here. What do you think, 2.5 inches is good for a foot? 2.2. Nice little feeties, easy.
Alright, so I figured I'd show you guys this. This is me trying to hang the piece in the rack. I did build this a little bit longer than I wanted to, so it doesn't fit inside of the oven long ways, which means I have to hang it at a 45-degree angle, and me being just one man, it was a struggle, but I wanted to show you guys my struggles of getting this thing hung. I ended up using ratchet straps to hold it in place until I tied everything up with stainless steel safety wire, which did work great.
Right, so it's time to powder coat to the best of my abilities. Now, I have never used this color before. I've never used this oven before, and this color has like very specific settings that it needs. It needs to be flashed at 375, which from what I understand, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, once the material has flowed into a solid color for like another 2 minutes, you flash it for 2 more minutes after it's flowed to a solid versus like still being powder. And then once it's flowed to a solid, let it cook for 2 more minutes, and then it's done. Hopefully, I don't know. But I got everything I need to powder coat. I got the color loaded up, which is a gorgeous purple from Prismatic Powders. And there's a lot of nooks and crannies in this. I'm gonna do my best to get it all. I've got zero faith in myself, but it doesn't have to look amazing. This isn't for a customer. This is just for me. We'll see. We'll see. So now it's time to warm up our oven to 375. It'll be our first time actually using the oven. And the way this works is very simple. As soon as we flip the switch, it's gonna start warming up. So I'm gonna make sure that I got all the crap out of here that doesn't need to be cooked. That's what we can do, so we'll flip it on. All right, so this is gonna go ahead and, it automatically, I believe, 375, perfect, that's what we need. We need 375. I think I set it to 375 already because of the powder. On the inside, it's got 4 oven style elements. There we go, now it's starting to warm up. We'll put it in, giggity, and then, dang, this thing's warming up pretty quick. We'll try to flash it, and we also have this vent fan up here as well. I don't know if we need that just yet. All right, let's go ahead and put her in. Whew. Yep, that is hot. I'm gonna be quick about this. Don't wanna lose too much heat here. Doing that, we lost a good amount of temperature. I think what I should probably do is in the future set it for higher than what I'm setting it for, so that way when the air bleeds out, it's not like I'm losing any heat. I just don't know how long to keep this thing in here. All right, let's see how it's looking. Still is powder. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, I have a unique problem that I wasn't expecting, right? Let me show you guys the thing I wasn't really sure about. We'll see if you guys can spot the problem, all right? Let's see if you guys can spot the problem that I'm having. I don't really want to bring race into it, but it's fucking white. It's fucking like a silvery white color. I sprayed it with purple, and it's white. What the fuck? It's fucking white. What the fuck? All right, so, fuck. Well, here's the deal. Turns out that this is a 2-stage powder coat. I didn't know that until now. The first stage is the purple color, obviously. Very purple. No, it's obviously not purple. It's a 2-stage coat. So the first stage is the color, and you let it gel out, which is letting it flow. And I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing has not flown. Flown. The bottom half is still a little bit on the powdery side. I think since heat rises, maybe the top got cooked quicker. Really sure, I had this in there for way too long. I think realistically, I should have only had it in there for like 5-10 minutes. I had it in there for probably like 20 minutes, and the bottom still wasn't cured. But I think what I'm supposed to do, I noticed that the box has 2 colors in it. The other one is a white powder, and it's called like Illusion Clear. So I think that I'm supposed to bake on the next color, the Illusion, on top of it, and that's when the purple will show. This threw me through a loop. I was not expecting it to come out after powder coating it purple. I was not expecting it to come out fucking silver. This is not on the list of things that I had guessed. And by the way, it's scalding hot, can't touch it. So I gotta let this thing cool down. I'm gonna spray it with the Illusion Clear cover or whatever, the Illusion Clear coat, and then bake it again. I think that's what I have to do. So first, it went in purple and came out white. Now it's going in white and going to come out purple. I fucking hope so. I hope it comes out purple. Oh man, that's nice and hot. Yeah, it's definitely an oven now. I physically cannot wait anymore. It's actually been in there for like 30 or 40 minutes now, which is way too long. But the bottom half is curing slower than the top half. I think it's just because of the height difference. There might be a fix for that. I have an idea in my head. Come back to that at a later time. I think it's just because it's such a big object and it's like going from top to bottom. I don't really know how it works, but it's time to pull it out. It's been in there way too long. Where are my gloves though? I had gloves. Where are my gloves? Give me gloves. Okay, for real though, where are my gloves? Globes. Where are the globes? Should have got them out before I find them. Where would they be? I don't know actually. All right, time to see if it's turned purple. No way. Holy shit. That's purple as fuck. That doesn't make any sense. It went in absolutely crackers and came out fucking wow. No friggin' way. Holy shit. That is fucking gorgeous. The absolute worst part about it is my welds. The rest of it is fucking brilliant. Yo, I was not ready for that. Maybe I was supposed to turn the fan on to circulate the heat better, so it would do the bottom and the top equally. So here's what I did. I left it in the oven for a little bit longer than I should have. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it on the camera and it looks blue, but this is purple. This is purple, my guy. This is fucking purple as shit. You know, now that I think about it, I think maybe, I do think that leaving the fan off was the mistake. I believe that was the mistake. I believe that's what took it so long to cure the bottom. It did take a lot longer to do the bottom, and I think probably because the fan is supposed to circulate the heat, if that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. I don't think the fan exits the oven. I think the fan circulates the heat. That makes sense. It went in purple, came out white. Went in white, came out purple. This is awesome. This looks really good. That purple is so pretty. I can't wait to finish up the last little bit of stuff. But that will have to be tomorrow. I wasn't expecting it to take this long, so I'm gonna transition. Not like that, I'm gonna keep my penis. But I'm gonna transition to tomorrow, to the next day, right now. Why didn't that work? Right now. Right now. Hello? Editing version of me, hello? Right now. 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 Fuck it, I guess he's not doing anything. All right, that is it. That's the last piece of the puzzle. So now I'm gonna take this all apart, get ready to transport it home. I also need to assemble all the hardware. I don't really remember exactly what goes where. Sometimes I'd be kind of particular about it, but I think I kind of remember how it goes. I'd actually considered not doing the rest of this stuff in purple, but I'm so glad I did. I have no idea if I can offer this color on my website because it takes so much longer, but like, especially if I'm only doing like one order at a time, I'd be pissed if I had to double up, you know? All right, so this is how the sim has turned out in its completion. I've got everything plugged in and wired in and all the good stuff to my computer. Another thing that I forgot to mention is like, why did I go with the big monitor versus like multiple monitors? I already have a triple monitor set up on my desk on top of this monitor, which is technically 4 monitors. My graphics card only has 5 HDMI or display ports. I just didn't have the physical room or space to do another triple monitor setup. So one big monitor, which is great, but man, once I put this with the VR headset set up, it is unreal. It is like, I would give it 90% real life. It is so much fucking fun. I'm gonna include a little bit of clips here at the end of me racing on the sim for my first stream. I did a test stream a day or so ago, and it went really well. I just need to fine tune some things like the audio and whatnot, but everything else went really, really good. But man, I could not be more happy with the setup. The only thing that would make this any better would be motion, and I don't think that I could handle motion. I just don't think that physically with my neck and whatnot I could handle a motion sim on a consistent basis. So this is fucking perfect, dude. I'm so happy with the way this machine has turned out. I also want to say a special thanks to a couple people. I want to say special thanks to MOZA for sending out the steering wheel, the pedals. They also sent out the e-brake, the drift lever. I don't have that installed yet because they just came out with an H-pattern shifter. Right, and all this stuff, by the way, is in links for all my stuff is in the description here. They just came out with an H-pattern shifter that I think I'm gonna wait till they hopefully send me. With my expansion bracket right here, I can do both the e-brake and the H-pattern shifter, so I can do both. That's the goal anyway, who knows. And if you wanna watch me stream on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/DIWD. I'm gonna be streaming this a lot. There's a good chance that I'm live by the time this video goes live, so come in and check it out. Links for that in the description. I also want to say thank you to Prismatic Powders for providing the powder coating for this. It turned out fucking awesome. The only thing I'll say is that I definitely overcooked the powder. My only gripe about this whole rig now is that I overcooked the powder and it's pretty fragile, which is unfortunate. I'm positive I know how to fix this in the future. I'm not gonna let that happen again, but I have done a little bit of chipping here and there already on it. It is what it is. I'm not that concerned about it. It is for me, it's not for a customer, but moving forward in the future, I know how I'm gonna fix this. I think it's with the fan. I also wanna say thank you to Built American Equipment for sending out the oven as well. That oven is fantastic. It's so awesome to have something that I did everything on, like right here, everything on here I did myself. Like that's awesome. I designed the plans for the sim rig. I cut everything with my machine or by hand. I welded it all myself. I powder cut it all myself. I built it myself. I'm really proud of this. This is a from start to finish do-it-Dan made fucking race sim. Like, fuck, it's so cool. I'm so happy with the way this has turned out. If you want the dimensions for this, there's a link for everything in the description, all the files that I made for this, all the DXF and PNG files, all that stuff is in the description. It's for free. Use it, you can download it, you can modify it, whatever you need to do. If you want to use this on your own build, if it helps, please, please. And I really appreciate the people who supported me and helped me get here. And it'd mean the world to me if you check me out on Twitch and come and check by the stream sometimes. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully the setup will be a lot better this time. So again, thank you guys for the love and support. It means the world to me. Like, this type of stuff wouldn't be possible without you guys. Thank you for following, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go race my sim. Oh, dude, this thing's a fucking dream. Oh my god, this is amazing. Ferrari really knew what they were doing back in the 90s. Holy shit. Stops on a dime, accelerates like this. It accelerates like a fucking missile. Oh my god, this is ecstasy. Holy shit. Wow, this thing is fucking bananas! Fuck every other car, this is what I'm gonna work for the rest of my life until I get one of these things in real life so I can be this. Guys, this is just like my go-kart except faster and scarier. Wow, I can really stab the brakes there. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Still my first time ever racing on this track. I really like the way Assetto Corsa looks. Oh my god, we can push this really fast. Wow, we can push that fast. Oh, it feels so good. This game is gonna feel so good in VR. Matter of fact, I might set this shit up in VR right now. I think I'm gonna set this up in VR. Whoa! Whoa! No way! Whoa! way. This is so fucking cool. Oh my god. Ah! Holy shit. Wow. This is like 80% real life right now. Maybe 90. Holy shit.